Can't say that Solus isn't taking things seriously. Not now.
I don't like the way that lava is rising.
That's why now.
He's not
Watch
the one
yourself
I'm
out,
worried
Linda.
about.
Sure. Keep us going. I knew it. You know, the moment I saw them appearing wherever we go, there was a bad sign.
Everyone, please, do not panic. Simply exit the key.
Anything.
And all
Excellent work. May I can. Store here. I will.
as long as you listen. We already have a team set up.
Envoy! Please, whatever it is, we're minutes away from being overrun. You must... We told you, we don't know.
Tell that to the Steel Garrote. They found a way to the...
Be thankful you're talking to us rather than them.
The Steel Garrote were marching on the keep? How could they when we didn't... Kostya's scouts would have seen... You... Good.
If there's another way to the garden, maybe...
No. If... I can't believe I didn't see this coming. He lacks faith in the war, but I always believed he had a certain... that he could see wisdom. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by... They can. But I thought... I can't believe Kostya handed the steel... to me. He cares so little. You do not share my beliefs, nor my love for... I didn't believe it before, but you and I are bound. I will show you where Kostya has gone. If you find that he's doing anything other than... I would ask. I do not wish to see him dead, but it cannot suffer those who... Now I must return to the evacuation. Let's hope we don't... If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, go now and...
If I were gonna have a drink with one of the guys...
The outside. That, I hope you don't mind. Indeed. I suppose it would. I am for it. Thanks, Ops. What can I...
few mycologists who could die happy here. Anything this beautiful is usually poisonous.
That's getting high. We shouldn't stick around.
me when you do it! We're in a bit of a rush, Envoy. These poor wardens. Costume must be behind this. Let's hurry!
okay?
Voices silenced.
Come on, we don't want to be down here when Kostya does whatever he's planning.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Watch your step. Even you wouldn't come back from that fall, envoy. You take lead.
quiet without us if we don't get a move on, dearie.
Endless night. When will the sun rise?
Take your best shot.
These bodies are still warm. Kostya must have passed by recently. We should move. This whole place feels like it's gonna come apart.
It's not doing the job. Glorious battle. Coming in hot.
Come across references to this before, but nothing could have prepared me. Last one in's a rotten egg!
daylight. Now. Here. Now. It cannot be.
My sister, soul of my soul, how did you find me here? My memories are tattered. They fall. But I was a man called Nandru. I remember. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you. They shield you from the truth of what they are. The Dream Scourge has existed as it is there. You, my go now to the garden. Your mind cannot understand it. But your soul, when the opportunity is before you, it will know what to do. You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. To siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. I only hope that Sabadal... I do not know. In that I find beyond any, even the true God. Carved and born, it knew me. It will know you. Do not think this. And when you see Boudica...
You okay? You went away again, but this time seemed different.
Another day, another chat with Samadra. Though this one seemed different. So, do we have a plan for Kostya once we find him? Finally! We found the gates! Quick, let's find Kostya!
Lava's high. Gotta hurry.
Good, you're here. Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk someone turning and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. Yes, exactly! I'm saving my people, Envoy. With your help, or without it. Me, specifically? No. The books and records that the novice brought to them were what... By the way, is that novice... And what of the steel garrote? Should I... Guilty as charged. Mihala's sin is that, despite her I had all the time to figure out what books I needed to acquire for the steel garrote. Then I had Dona, our young novice, steal them from the archives for the steel garrote. Bloodthirsty. And so you brought it back here? Among the wardens? It doesn't matter how it works. It was not Oh, perhaps this is right. Another reason. So long as they keep standing.
No one should be bound to a pile of stones. Certainly not because...
Our people were nomads for ages until we built... I will not watch my people rot here for the sake... Nandru is... He was never... He built us a tomb and abandoned us. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you. Ha! Proof she's got it. Well, Envoy, now's your chance. Are you going... or will you let me save him?
A life for rubble. Blood.
Envoy, I understand.
So be it. And you... I always knew it.
You asked for it.
Good work, but we shouldn't stick around.
Ha! Take that, cringe! Oh, that number is getting high. We should leave.
Envoy up. I'll give you this. You know how to leave an impression.
The poor dears. Hopefully the Pargrunin will one day see this tragedy and realize all the good.
Closer. We have waited so long.
You Adiran Kamayu. Take a few more moments to think closely before you go destroying your friends' homes next time.
Where's this coming from? Solace wasn't a home, it was a prison.
What gives you the authority to decide the fate of an entire settlement?
Darling, think it through. The Pargrunin was stuck rotting in their keep.
What about those who wanted to stay there, huh? What life are...
Whatever life they want. Same as you.
Oh, so because I wanted to leave, it should be destroyed?
Darling, it wasn't your decision. Exact.
Oh, so you think you know what's best for...
That's what Adir wants. For us to stop worrying about our...
Agree to
I think we could all use a...
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but things have only gotten more tense since Fior and the Steel...
Our friend was able to talk some sense. Not to mention after we take care of the Envoy's little god.
And what? Lie low? I hate to break it.
Can't say I'm too excited about just... I grew up learning I needed to protect that place.
I hear ya. This island is weird enough when all we have to...
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden?
We have to remember to love them in...
Can you imagine? I have a theory about the garden. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time.
I wouldn't be surprised if...
About that, before we go any further, you told the Inquisitor that you intend... If only it were that simple. Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, no matter what the Inquisitor said. I don't believe there's a right... Just one. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spirit. There's no telling how long we'll be gone.
Not a chance. Mari.
I told you I'd be with you till... What about you?
You're not going into the garden without me, Yatsley. If you feel like...
And tell Quilici...
Fair weather.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with...
Agreed. I'm not...
Well, let's go then.
So, this is it. For so long I have looked out on the horizon. I suppose you're right. I'm frightened. Do you remember when Monto... That was nothing. We are standing in the beating heart of the living land. And only one chance. My parents were going to build a better world. You and I have come farther than they did. Anything. I don't know what's going to happen. But you... Well, I know a few spooky stories about the living lands.
Glad I'm not the...
No judgment here. Who could rest at a time like this? I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a dungeon, except the wardens were the prisoners. What possessed you to destroy the keep? So it wasn't enough to destroy someone's home? Maybe it isn't all bad. Maybe now the wardens can... Or maybe I'm guilty of wishful thinking. No matter how it turns out. I hate to see another settlement destroyed by fire. It feels like the burned queen is opening her shriveled... Sapadal is like a child waving around the net. Don't worry about me. Wherever you go, you break people. Or perhaps you, whatever that power comes from. Whether it's your heritage, but at least you keep things interesting. Anything in... If I must. Let me get this straight. You... What did he say? Oh, I should have seen this. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret. Thankfully, you're still... What happened to Nandru was ages ago. No one is closer to Sapadal than you are. Which means you alone can judge the god of the living lands. Your opinion. That's perfectly valid. God, for what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter what... I wish I could say the same for the living lands. You too.
Marius, I know Solace...
Solace has a few old-fashioned... Thank you for letting Petru go free. Aren't we all? Whether or not Petru is... And it's good to know someone out there is defending his right. Not before I've done some reading.
Anyway, Marius, I know Solace was a lot of things. But it was once your home. It can't be easy to see it fall.
Not sure what to say. That was my home, but I left there for...
I wonder if Yahtzee brought our ladder. Wow, that's convenient. Ready, aim.
Someone's eager to meet us.
Who's ready for more? Aye, aye.
I think this is the only way down.
Don't look down.
Envoy, I've seen Mount Forgia erupt before, but never like that. I don't know what really happened, but... Oh, they overreacted. I see. Just a tiny, poor thing. Anyway. Thanks for talking.
When you find Sapadal, I hope you tell him how much I love what they've done with it. I'm a man of hidden depths. What's not to love? Besides, as divine prisons go, and Sapadal definitely isn't docile. Not from what we saw on Mount Forgia. I don't think anyone would handle that. And what does that leave us with? A god who's been locked. Maybe it doesn't seem fair to punish Sapadal for, but it's worse to gamble every life in the living lands on... Uh-huh. I've heard that one before. Usually before. Still, you taught me that a person can grow beyond their flaws. Why wouldn't this? I hope you're right. You know, if Sapadal... But knowing they could end us all. I guess we've all got... I don't envy you, but I envy even less the... While we're tracking down your god, things are heating up between you. And some days you wake up, you can clean it up, or you... The Steel Garrote, even if Animancers aren't the most popular. And yeah, I know that's on the Steel Garrote. Not when Heelguard banned the Oh, I wish I were finished. You helped Ludwig destroy Nakuku Bell as a powerful demonstration of siege weaponry. One thing I've learned about war: strife and distance have a way of reducing nuance. All anyone else is going to see is a threat display on the doorstep of the Living Land's best cannoneer, and then there's Solid, the oldest continuously inhabited stronghold, now reduced to act. Hey, I know you did it for the right reason. Fairly or not, a lot. And if I had to guess, I don't think Hilgard's been helping matters while you've been out here. If and when we get out of here, we're walking into a powder keg. And you'll have to choose a side. Yeah. And if you make it back, you'll be the godlike Adiran who survived an assassination. That's a powerful symbol indeed. Fighting kin and countryfolk is a hard thing to act. I lost my stomach for Rawatai's campaign and the debt. I don't mean to burden you. It's late. Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight anytime. Good night, all.
What's wrong, Marius? You're left...
Envoy? Right. I actually believe you. I bet it was. You could find... People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. Doesn't even really matter what he said, if you ask me. There are hundreds of... Plus, Envoy, what do you need? You too. Envoy? You already asked. I don't know. She's not so bad. She keeps saying, but other than... If I must. Envoy, what do you need? Pleasant dreams.
Yardsley? No pressure, but... Why haven't you and Quilici settled down yet?
We're happy as we are now. Well, living in sin suits us.
Scandalous. But it makes sense. He doesn't keep with any tradition or ceremony from the old...
A breath held. Bars were not enough. They writhe. They seek to silence us. Only essence sustains them now. Hatred seated in the heart. We wonder. Deer leaps at it. You have defied our expectations at every turn. The sky is green. We would whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands, disturb the dirt, but spare. Vengeance denied, squandered. We feel nothing. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps. Wake now.
I see the disciple has found her way into...
No. Clarion Steel. We know this.
I'm everywhere, my tool.
Out.
Look at this place. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, I must. Do you think you're... Do you believe you can hold... when even the collective fury of the You suspect...
It is true. She twists the knife.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers. Its madness would consume us all if it was not. Chaos is a blight. A pity that its followers... The poor godless, worshipping the very... We could not excise the rot. The crime dictates the pun. It used their souls to mold itself.
Why does our prison not protect us?
Listen to its tantrum. Adir is the only thing. I refuse to eat, but there is still time. Face your false god and end. Very well, but I will not stand. You should have thought more carefully. Let this be.
Never understood Wodika's appeal. Still don't.
I never thought I'd learn of the godless's fate from their killer.
Mine now! Next one's mine!
working now? It isn't looking this way, is it?
We make a good squad.